Hi, I'm Jennifer Hicks with Purpose Planning.
And I'm Stevie Green.
Today we want to talk about scams and phishing, whether by email, phone call, or text. Scammers are getting smarter, and we want to discuss how to spot the red flags, stay aware, and alert.
Email phishing is the first type we want to talk about. Email scams often disguise themselves as messages from banks, retailers, government agencies, or even friends. Here's how to spot them. Spelling and grammar mistakes, generic greetings like "Dear Customer," urgent language such as "Your account will be locked," and then suspicious links or attachments. If you're unsure, don't click any links. Instead, visit the company's official website directly. Remember that no legitimate organization asks for your password via email.
Phone call scams are becoming very popular. They call pretending to be the IRS, a bank, tech support. Watch out for unsolicited requests for personal information, threats of legal action, or account suspension, and requests for payments via gift card or wire transfers. A major red flag is when a caller threatens you with immediate arrest or jail if you don't comply. I know we're chuckling here. No legitimate agency will call to make those kind of threats over the phone.
Another common scam involves callers claiming they can get you better insurance rates. They'll dive right into asking you for your personal information before giving you any details about their company. If this happens, hang up and contact your insurance provider directly. If you get a suspicious call, hang up and call the company directly using the number on your card or your statement. Never share your sensitive information over the phone. An action you can take is to not answer any unknown phone calls. If it's a doctor's office or someone who wants to speak with you and it's legitimate, they will leave you a message.
I just want you guys to know I ignore over 50% phone calls on my phone because they are unknown callers. There is also an option with your wireless caller. Sometimes they will help you screen unknown or phishing calls or scam calls. So that's another option to check into. But there is nothing wrong with ignoring a phone call. Okay, the next is text scams. Yeah, I don't make up these words.
It's called smishing.
Smishing. Phishing via text is on the rise. Be cautious of messages from unknown numbers, links that kind of sort of look like Amazon, but without an O, it has a zero, and urgent requests to act fast. Guys, we're getting these too. Some common scams include text claiming you owe toll. For all of us that live in Colorado, we have toll things. I get them all the time and I ignore them. The only time I pay a toll is when I get it via email, when I get my monthly statement. That's when my toll tells me what's going on. So just remember that. Or a package is undeliverable and requires your immediate attention. Again, you're getting an email from the provider that sent it, and they provide you the tracking. You can go right back to your email and track your package that way.
These messages often contain fraudulent links designed to steal your information. So never click on anything suspicious links. Like Jennifer said, go back to the source. Verify through the company's official website or an app, and don't reply with your personal information. If you know it's an email that is phishing or smishing, you can block those numbers or that email address in your phone and delete and report it to junk so that you don't keep getting that request from the same email or phone number.
Delete and report every single one. I do that. I feel confident it's helping a little bit. Maybe not a lot, but delete and junk. Delete and junk. Or delete and report.
Phishing scams are everywhere, but by staying alert, you can protect yourself. If something feels off, trust your instincts and verify before acting. give us a call. We are here to help. So if you have any questions, we're happy to help in any way we can.